What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Show. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? Sorry about the last couple days. No uploads. Had to take a little bit of a road trip I've been putting off for a while. Had to go down to my apartment, grab some stuff. Came back. I've set up my new office here where I'm living right now. This video is not gonna be gaming, not gonna be gaming related. It's gonna be more channel related and kind of me opening up to you guys and what's kind of been going on with me recently. I'm a pretty kind of close to the best guy when I'm going through some trouble, going through some more harsh shit. I mean, if you see me here on the channel, I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm upbeat. That's because I'm always trying to be entertaining for you guys. I'm always trying to be. I don't think it's fun watching some guy play video games and I'm sad and just bitching about my life all the time. And it's something I've been working on in therapy and whatnot, but I play things really close to the vest. But I think just because I think this is going to not necessarily affect the channel a whole hell of a lot, but I feel like I should let you guys know that there might be some changes in scheduling and whatnot coming up. Basically, the macro big thing that really has been going on with me, I've left school. I've dropped out. I'm not. I'm leaving university without my degree. Big reason with this about it was sometime near the end of last year. I was having some problems with my current advisor. Me and him were butting heads a little bit. He said some things that the best way I can put it, he knowingly provoked me. Like, he was trying to get under my skin and make me mad to egg on a reaction. And eventually I just said, screw this, I'm done. But by the end of it, he had said something that really got in my head, really stuck with me. And if anybody remembers, I think it was at the start of December last year, at the end of 2018, I ended up in the hospital because my heart rate and blood pressure were so out of whack. And I had to end up taking a leave of absence from the end of that school year or the end of that semester because, again, like I said, my doctors were worried about my blood pressure and everything. I am autistic. I have massive anxiety issues. So, and mix that with some general paranoia. What he said really just kind of whirled around in my head for a while to the point where it ended up landing me in the hospital. So, I come back, for this current semester. Me and him are still butting heads. He's, as I would describe it, holding my schedule hostage. I have to get the go-ahead from him for some classes. He's telling me, oh, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. A few weeks, and so I'm like, okay, like 2 weeks later, I'm like, okay, well, I haven't heard anything. He's like, oh, you were supposed to handle things. And I'm looking at him going, dude, the fuck is going on here? Eventually, we have to get the school involved. The school's telling me, my advisor's behavior, or whatever you want to call it, was extremely out of line. I believe, widely inappropriate. So, they're backing me, but basically this entire thing had gone on too long. I couldn't get into classes for the rest of this semester. I'd pretty much lost my campus job, working in radio because, hard to do that when I'm not a student. And by the end of it, this guy had said, like I said, I'm kind of a paranoid dude. By the end of it, he told me that, oh, well, you have to work with me because everyone else in this department is either afraid of you or hates you. So, me being paranoid, it was really hard for me to sit down and think about going to class because knowing that every time somebody's going to look at me, somebody's going to do, I'm going to read too much into something and it's just going to make me a nervous wreck. I can't work. I can't do anything else but school. It pushed me to a point where I just said, I can't keep doing this because it's not good for my health. I've put on a really good amount of weight recently because, of stress eating and, lack of exercise, motivation for stuff. I'm not trying to do this as like a poor me or whatever. I'm just kind of telling you if I've seen off, if I've seen like, they're just days that I'm not putting up a lot of content. It's because it's really hard for me to kind of get into that mode where I think you guys would enjoy seeing me in certain ways. So again, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry this happened to you. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of when people say that stuff to me. Again, it's like I said, it's just, it's the way I am. Don't ask me to explain it. But either way, like I said, me and this guy, we had some things. The school got involved. By the end of it, I couldn't trust anybody at the school. So for personal reasons, like I said, I had to step away for my own, for my own health. So that kind of leads us into what's going on now and what I mean by there might be some changes to the channel. Basically, I'm not planning on not playing new games. I mean, I'm still, this week we're playing. What new stuff's coming out this week? We got Mortal Kombat 11. I still plan on playing that, and believe me, I still plan on playing Days Gone this Friday. So we're still playing the new games this week. I think this week. I think next month is Plague Tale: Innocence and Rage 2, both on May 14th. Again, plan on playing those, and again, all major releases. Doing my usual thing. The channel's still staying up. It's not going to affect the stuff we're playing. But my schedule and the amount I can record on certain days is going to change, and here's why. My parents have, I've sat down with my parents, we've kind of talked about this whole thing that's been going on. So I'm living at home now. They're great people. They don't care, that I'm living at home for a while, as long as I'm doing something, I'm finishing my degree either online or something else, which I, still plan on doing. I still plan on finishing my degree, at some point, as long as I'm working or whatever. And actually that's kind of, I guess, a nice segue into, like I said, why my schedule might change a little bit. I am going to. I'm trying to think how best to explain this. My old man works at a casino, and they're running a new dealer class, to teach, just again train new people to work the floor to deal cards. So I'm signed up for this training course. It's 4 days a week. It's 4 hours a day, 4 days a week for 8 weeks, and at the end of it, no job is guaranteed, but still, this, it's getting me out, it's getting me doing something, it's a possibility of a job, it's good money, and all that. So, I'm signed up. I've already put in my application for my gaming license and everything like that. If you're, outside the U.S., basically, it's a license that allows you to work at a casino and worth the money and all that. So, that's the basic concept of a gaming license. So, that is what I'm doing. So that class starts on the 29th of this month. So like I said, this is why, again, I was kind of holding off on talking about it, because I hadn't signed up for the class yet. I hadn't had an interview or anything like that. But now I've had the interview, I've gotten my paperwork in, my class starts in, well, I guess technically 2 weeks, because it's not tomorrow Monday, it's the Monday 29th of April. So so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I probably can't record as much because I have to, spend time at that class and whatnot. Other than that, I really don't see any massive changes coming to the channel. I don't know. Hopefully my mood will seem a little better. I've been a little happier, been a little less tense, as of late. So that's just kind of the shorthand. If you want to say, AJ, what was going on with you and your school? That didn't seem so. It kind of seemed petty. I'm not. I'll just tell you guys this. I'm not giving you guys the full story. I am giving you the bare minimum. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to say where I went to school. I'm not going to say any of that stuff. I'm giving you the very bare what was going on, just to kind of tell you guys, look, it wasn't a good place for me, emotionally, mentally, and all that stuff, that it wasn't healthy in the long run. So like I said, I made my decision on that end, and like I said, so everything, I'm fine. I'm not, I'm not living out on the streets or anything, so don't, you don't have to really worry about me. I'm actually looking forward to what I'm doing. Looking forward to what I'm, keeping working with you guys on the channel, because that shouldn't affect anything. I still can write, which I actually plan on hopping back into. Speaking of which, actually, I have an unheard review that I just need to get somebody to look at and make sure I didn't make any massive grammatical mistakes or the thing makes sense. And then it'll be put up on the website along with this video, the weekly show that's going to be up later today. Stuff like that. So, again, if anything, I plan on really hopping back into more of what I do here. But there is one last thing I want to bring up, and this has been something that I've been kind of fighting with internally for a little bit. This isn't anything super bad. It's just this has been really kind of stressing me out, and it's I really like interacting with you guys, and I really like trying to do everything I can to, talk to you guys, making sure, I'm engaging with you guys, that I don't just see you guys as numbers on a screen. I don't just see you guys as, oh, my sub count's going up. No, I see each of you individually. I love talking with you guys, and that stuff. But recently I had a conversation with somebody, via PSN chat, and, just thinking about doing it again, it's really not sitting well with me, and it's not because I didn't like talking to this person. It was perfectly fun, perfectly fine. But for me, it's like I mentioned earlier. I'm autistic. I have anxiety. I have this, that, the other thing. It's just sitting down, and for some reason for me, sitting down and having like a one-on-one conversation like that really freaks me out. And just thinking about it has really maybe had me put it off a few times. Has made me it's honestly, it's just made me really anxious and really nervous. So I'm just gonna say this out to everyone. I'm sorry, guys. As much as I love hanging out with you, I love chatting with you guys in the comments. I love maybe private messages on Twitter or something like that. I'm always happy to talk with you guys like that. But like a PSN like chat or whatever. Or like a Skype thing or something. I mean, who knows? Maybe somewhere way down the line, if this channel grows to the point, we'll do like some like massive group Skype party chat or something like that, and talk games or whatever. But to actually do like individual conversations, like that through a voice chat or something, it's just, I can't do it for time reasons. It's because I'm trying to record everything. I'm trying to. Like I said, work and it's really hard for me to fit into my schedule. And then it's like I said, it's just for some reason that freaks me out. It's not being in front of a microphone, because to me, I can be in front of a microphone all day. I for some reason, if I'm, in a work context, I have no problem interviewing people. I've worked for a paper before. I don't have necessarily a problem interviewing people. Just sitting down and even talking to friends, like people that I've known for years, sitting down and just one-on-one talking to them makes me nervous. And I'm super uncomfortable. And I can't tell you why that is. Again, I think it's an autism thing. It's an anxiety thing. If I'm making no sense, I hope you can kind of glean what I'm trying to get at here, but. So it's like I said, it's just I'm just telling you guys now, to the person who I was talking to, and wanted to do it again, to anybody who would think about doing it in the future. It's just I'm putting a full, this is where I'm going to have to draw a line. My therapist tells me that I have a bad habit of trying to take on too much, and then I get anxious and angry at myself when I can't do everything. And it's just, this is one of those things that I'm going to have to draw out kind of a line here and say, look, I can't do this. It makes me super uncomfortable, and I just can't do it. In all honesty, I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys know it's not you. Like I said, always happy to talk with you guys in the comments. Always happy to talk, private message over Twitter, or any of the social media or anything like that. It's just like a voice PSN chat. It's just I cannot do it for my own sanity. So there we go. There's all my rambling, all my everything like that. So like I said, overall the channel, basically broad strokes, I'm looking at getting a new job. Channel's really not changing. There might just be some changes on how much content I can put up on certain days, stuff like that. But other than that, that's the biggest change. We're still playing games. Like I said, we got Mortal Kombat Tuesday and Days Gone Friday of this week. So that's what we're looking at. Stay tuned, guys. I've got a big Weedcraft Inc. video that actually, after I'm done with this, I'm going to grab something to drink and sit down and do that video. Weekly show, just general stuff today, and then throughout the week again, just keep doing what I do. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for listening to me kind of venting my problems, talking about this. I always want to tell you guys, I love you guys. If you guys ever have any sort of like shit in your life going down, you want to say, message me privately. don't want to necessarily put it out in an open forum. You guys ever want to say, hey, Jay, look, I'm having problems with this. You just kind of want to vent. You need somebody. I'm always happy to hear you guys out for that stuff, because it's like I said, I believe me, I understand the need to talk to people and vent frustrations and whatever. I go to therapy. Trust me, I understand you guys. So I just want you guys to know, if anybody ever needs that sort of thing, I'm here. Message me over, like I said, wherever you want. And thanks for watching, guys. Social media is in the description. As always, I guess I'll say like, comment. You're not already, please subscribe to the channel. But if this video got you to subscribe to the channel, that's kind of weird. Either way, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back with some gameplay later today. Thanks for watching. I'm out.